Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Adam Gordon, an edutainer here at IT Pro TV, and I am your host for the Tips for Microsoft Teams show. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at what is a tab. If you join me here, we can take a look at Teams, and you'll see as I zoom in, let me do that while we're talking, that we've selected our Teams icon in our navigation area. We've got one of our teams already selected and highlighted, our IT Pro TV All Team Teams. And underneath, we've got one of our channels, the General channel highlighted. You can see the details of it off on the right-hand side. Since we're here to talk about what tabs are, we're going to take a look at what's going on just to the right of the word General, right over here. Posts, Files, Wiki, and this crazy plus sign that's hanging out there that gives away where our tabs are. Add a tab, because these are all tabs. And tabs allow us to create segmented areas within our channel to coordinate activity, often communication, or the posting, creation, and sharing of content like files, or perhaps the posting of information into a wiki. Or as you'll find out as I add a tab, maybe the gathering up of a certain kind of file, like all my PowerPoint presentations, and I can pin them on a tab and actually make them available for people in the channel that are members of my team. Really great way to think about organizing our activities within our team. Channels helps us to do that already, but within the channel, we can further orient ourselves and further organize ourselves to be as productive as possible by using tabs to do so. Now, there are some standard tabs that are created with every channel, and you can see them listed. The posts, the files, those are going to be there for everyone. The wiki is not going to be there for everyone, but will be there for most. If we look at a private channel, like the Test2 channel that I have right here, you'll see that posts and files are going to be there, but the wiki is not created as we create a private channel, but rather just the first of those, the first two rather of those tabs. But as we look at other teams and we look at other channels, we'll see that posts, files, and wikis do appear. And so it's pretty common in the General channel that we will see those. So let's move over here and let's take a look at what's going on with our posts channel. Now, we've actually been in and out of the post channel in some of the earlier episodes in our series. If you haven't seen those, I'd encourage you to go back through the playlist and take a look, because we've talked about what a team is and what a channel is already. And all that information is going to help you to really understand how to utilize all these elements to be as productive as you can be while you're using Microsoft Teams. I want to focus on an element, a little set of tool elements down at the bottom of our Posts tab. I've shown them to you in some prior episodes, but I haven't really spent a lot of time on them. And one of the nice things about the tabs, and the Posts tab in particular, is that I have the ability, as you could see as I hover over them here, to see standard tools that we're probably familiar with, like formatting whatever information I'm going to type in here. Let's say I'm going to type a message, and I'm going to say, whoops, hello world, right? I can go in and I can highlight or just simply click the little A brushstroke icon, and I can get an editor window that looks very much like probably Microsoft Word or any other editor you're used to, and I can format as needed. I can go ahead and bold. I can go ahead and underline and put in rich style indicators like paragraphs and page breaks and all sorts of stuff. And so you see I can do that, but also notice here that I can specify whether this is a conversation or an announcement. I can specify whether everyone can reply or only myself, the originator, and moderators can reply. I can also decide to post this in multiple channels, and by doing that, you'll see I get almost like an email interface where I can list, instead of users that I want to send a message to, channels that I want to post to. And I just come over here and select channels. And by doing that, I've got my list of channels here. I'm going to select the Parker Team General channel, update, and you'll see I've added that. And now I'm going to post this to two channels simultaneously. And I can do that, hopefully, if you remember from the prior episode, by using our send button right down there at the bottom. And now that's been posted, and this icon shows me that I posted it to multiple channels at once. So I can be more productive and I can communicate with more people at one time. And that's going to make it much, much easier for me. I've also got the ability to attach elements like we normally would, files and things like that. And of course, I can use emojis, I can use GIFs, and I can use stickers. And what good conversation in a business would be complete without being able to use those things, right? But equally importantly, I can go ahead and I can create a meeting right from here as I am in my Posts tab, about to communicate with people. I can spin that up if I need to. Now, we're going to show you how to create meetings and set them up and work with them in a separate episode a little bit later in the series. So we'll put that one on hold and come back to it. But remember, you saw it here, and remember, you can certainly do this right from the Post tab if you want to. Now let's go back up here to our tabs, and let's look at another tab that's already built in, the Files tab. And when I click here, what we're going to see in the Files tab is that I have an interface that's hopefully familiar to us again. If you've used any kind of file management system or online content management platform like SharePoint or WebSphere or Documentum or whatever, probably similar in terms of their interfaces, I can create a new folder like the one I have there, and or new elements, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc., within there just by clicking and pulling down the menu. I could upload information that I've already created. So let's go to our Stuff from Meeting folder. You'll see I've already got a PowerPoint presentation loaded in there. Let's say I want to load another file in, maybe a PDF. No problem. Go to Upload, just scan over to, and then ultimately browse for the file, maybe this vulnerability statistics report. I'm going to go ahead and load that in. It takes just a moment. And you can see that I've now added that in, and anybody who comes to the channel, who is a member of this team and goes to the tab for files, will now be able to work with this document. And you can see here, actually, all the different things that I can do that I'm used to using, interacting with and doing. Open this up, copy it, download it, delete it. Don't do that, right? We could open this in SharePoint, could do all sorts of stuff. Now, the last thing that I want to show you, and I personally think this is the coolest of all the tab features, is our plus sign. We can add a tab, but not just any tab. I can bring in all sorts of stuff and make it into a tab. For instance, let's say that I want to go ahead and I want to turn my favorite app, PowerPoint, and files that may be associated with it into tabs and post it right at the top of the channel. Well, I can do that. Let's click on PowerPoint, and I'm going to scroll down here just so you can see this. And what I'm going to do is browse to find a PowerPoint presentation that will now become the link, the anchor for this capability as I add a tab. Now, you may remember, I have one in my Stuff from Meeting folder. So let's go grab that. I'm just going to click here. We'll see it right there. The other file that's there is a PDF, so that doesn't match the file type. I'm going to click on that one, and sure enough, I've done that. I can now click Save, so let's do that. We'll just zoom out while that happens. Let that load up. Give it just a second. There is my PowerPoint presentation, and you can see right here, except for our privacy option statement from Microsoft, we don't care about that, but you can see right here that I've now added a new tab called PowerPoint, or whatever I want to name it, but I now have my presentation, and I can have settings, I can rename it, I can remove it, etc. So now I've got the capability to actually put in specific documents and program functionality associated with them, and this should look like PowerPoint to you, because you can see the look and feel here. Let me just zoom out. You can see the look and feel here as I click around. Get rid of that. And you can see that I'm able to edit this slide deck and work with it as if I was in PowerPoint right from here. Yet another fabulous thing we can do with tabs. I'll be back with more episodes in our series, but until then, happy teaming. Check out the playlist for more Microsoft Teams tips, and be sure to subscribe to the IT Pro TV channel. I'm Adam Gordon, and thanks for watching.